Hello everyone and welcome at this web apps explanation video. Here we will tell you a bit about how to use the web apps and what you can do with them. So first, this is the general Astatine website, but there's also a website only for the members. So if you click here on the left side on web apps, you go to this web app environment. You then get this page where you can fill in your first name and then your last name and your own password. And you're in. Then this is the overview you will see. So first, the most important web app that you're going to use is the Allison. The Allison is the web app where you can sign up on activities which you want to attend. So right now, if I want to join the photo competition and photo workshop of the Flitsy and the Skillsy, I can click on it and there's a text about it here, and there's a poster on the right side, and you can find all the details in here. So you can see which committee it is, the date the activity is, how much it costs, and when you're subscribing, and it's all pretty self-explanatory. If you want to subscribe, just click subscribe, click the option that you want, and then you can subscribe. Now you're subscribed for the photo competition. So how about if you are a committee and you want to create an Allison? First, you click on the Allison, you create activity on the top, and you will see this. Here you can fill in the name, the committee, a short description, the amount of people that can subscribe, when the activity is, and when it should open and close. The boss is the drinking committee, and if you want them to be there at your activity, you can invite them via this option, and you can have to be a little bit specific about what you want. So as you can see here, they want to be outside, so the boss hut would be nice. You can also always ask the boss themselves in person, and you can invite Flitsy, who will make pictures at your activity. Also press show activity, and if you have finished all of that, you can enter a file, and this is most of the time a poster of your activity. If you have done all that, you can click on save, and you can tell the board so we can approve it. Another important web app for if you are in a committee is the Minnie. So the Minnie is a web app you can use to make minutes of your meeting and create action points and have a nice overview of all your committees. So if you click on it, as a chair you want to make a new meeting, so you click on new meeting, select the committee and the date that the meeting is happening and where the meeting will take place. Click on save, and then everyone in your committee can see that there is a meeting. As a chair you want to make your own agenda per meeting. It can be a little different what you want to talk about. So here you can see the agenda, but you can also change the agenda at the agenda button. So you click here to create a new post and you click add. You can move it up and down to put it in the correct order where you want it. And you can also delete agenda points if they are not relevant anymore for this meeting. If you want to have like a little sub agenda point, you can also do that. Just move it up accordingly and push it a bit to the right side, and you will see that it will automatically create a sub point. So as you can see now here in the overview, you see that the test and the test sub have been added to the agenda. As a secretary, you have the function to make minutes of the meeting in order that people who haven't been there, or if you're not sure what has been said during the meeting, you can look it up in the minutes. So if you look here, you can just see the agenda points, and at each agenda point you can type and give people action points. So here we want to give Pete an action point. You put in a short description and do your secretary thing. You can also press Ctrl E, which will give the same action point overview. So if you want to see your action points, if you click on the left hand side on the actions, you can see all your outstanding action points of all the different committees. So for example, if you're in 3 different committees, you can see all your action points in here. You can also say that you've done your action points. So you click on the action point and then complete your action. You can write a little description with it if something special happened, but it doesn't need to be filled in. You click on complete action, and then you can see that you have completed this action. So it will no longer be in the way of your outstanding action points, and you can have a clear overview of what you still have to do for your committees. Okay, so we also have a web app that's called the gallery. The gallery is where Flitzy, which is our photo making committee, puts all their made photos of the activities. So if you click on there, you can see all the years and all the activities that have been there and all the nice pictures. They're in high resolution and you can download them if you want to. If you go back to the web apps, you can also see a Google Calendar on the left hand side. This is a calendar of all the Astatine activities, but the best thing you can do is add it to your own Google Calendar, so you can then see all the Astatine related activities. So click on the plus here and then it will be added to your own calendar automatically. Another handy web app is the exam web app. Here you can see and submit exams, previous exams. So if you have an exam coming up and you don't have any more practice exams to do, you can click here and look at old exams that have been submitted previous years. So you can click on find exam, go to your program and go to the subject you're taking, and then you can see all the different tests that have been submitted. You can click on open exams and open the answers. Sometimes there's only exams and not the answers, so just look at that. It's really useful. If you want to submit an exam, you click on submit an exam and add a submission. Fill in this little thing and tell the board you've done so we can approve it, and then it will be in the exam database. It is really helpful, and if you have exams laying around, just do this so you can help your later generations. So if you're in a committee and you want to design a poster or something like that, you can go to corporate design and there's all kinds of designs, logos, banners in there. You just click on the file you want and download it. If there's a file that you need but it's not in there, just contact the board and we'll give you the file. We also have some other widgets on the left hand side of the web apps. As you can see here, the quotes and the did you know that. You can click on quote and you can have a nice overview of all the quotes. It's pretty self-explanatory, so we will not explain it further. The did you know widget is almost the same as the quotes. It works the same. The only difference is that it's more facts, and you can also add those and grade those, but you can explore yourself. Another important function of the web apps is that you can get mail. So there's a Webmail button, but there's an even more useful function, and that's that you can forward your Astatine mail to your normal mail, so to say. So you click on profile and then you can see that there's a button called mail forwarding. So if you click on it, you can fill in your current mail, like your normal mail which you regularly check, and then you will get your Astatine mail on this address. So you get the mail that is sent to your committee in your regular mail, and then you can answer it directly without going into the web apps and going into the Webmail in the web apps. So yeah, that is basically how it works. If you have any more questions, just come by the board or email us, contact us. I hope this was clear and you enjoyed it. Enjoy your day. Bye guys.